Hello, everybody. I'm Troy Athens. We got a Dark Side Tournament quarterfinals, the first one out of the group stages. We got the match between sailo93 versus Stravos96. So yes, this is the first match out of the group stages. We've already had some very close races between people, and I'm very excited. I'm very excited to see what will happen today. This being the first match that's in the brackets, stage 2 of the competition. Both of them starting 5 seconds, minus 5 seconds. We got our daylight savings time date picked, so that works out. So we are ready to start this dark side run. It's just gonna be me, Troy of Athens, today. Right away, of course, just in Cap Kingdom. Same route as any percent up until sand, pretty much. Cascades a little bit different, but it's almost a lot of this run in general. I like to say is like a pass. It is like a 1.0 strat and a 1.2 strat, like and like whatever the current strat was for like the current fully updated Mario Odyssey, just kind of combined together in this kind of weird thing that is the dark side route. So both players getting to the getting to first person for the bridge, and Stravos a little bit in the lead as we will be entering the frog room. Both getting some pretty good frog vectors there. Salem might have been like slightly better at the frog vectors and may have been able to catch up due to that. Good job getting the checkpoint over here. Okay, left side going great. Okay, good jumps for both players, getting to the left side along with getting the checkpoint. And now just fighting Topper. Ooh, Salem missing up a little bit on that second phase. Okay, and so yeah, we got Stravos with about a 2 second lead, 2 to 3 second lead, coming out of the first kingdom. $220 on Stravos side and 223 on Sail. So yeah, a 220 with checkpoint. That's crazy. Good job, Stravos. That's really good. So here with this route, it's gonna be pretty much the same as what we're all used to for any percent route up until after Madame Brutal. So the first 4 moons are the same. Stravos is going to be getting got the first moon first, of course, being with that lead going on. And both get to the T-Rex pretty well. They're very good captures. That movement is pretty precise actually to get it looking as smooth as that is. And both players getting the cutscene with the T-Rex skip. Good job. Gap staying pretty consistent right now. Yep. textbook Madame Brutals from both players. And from here, we will be doing the route as if we did first moon skip, even though we did not do a first moon skip. Because that does not exist in this version, but we also won the moons. So we're gonna, yeah, we are getting 6 moons out of the kingdom, out of the required 5. So we'll be getting the moon on top of the hill, and then going to the chest moon and doing a chest clip. Hopefully pulling off the chest clip. That is really the first part that could go wrong here. So that is something to watch out for, to see. To make sure that Stravos can do it in order to maintain this slight lead that he has. Sets up for it, that looks pretty good. Sailo doing a slightly slower setup for it. And is able to get it as well. Good job to both these players. Sailo gonna be a bit further behind though, getting a slightly slower setup to get that clip. .543 on Stravos' side, and 547 on Sailo. So yes, it's increased by about a second. Oh, and Sailo got fast action guide, so he just made up some time. Stravos did not get fast action guide while Sailo did, so that shrunk that gap a little bit. Okay, I'm moving to Sand Kingdom now. That's gonna be pretty similar up until like leaving the town essentially. Sailo realizing where his bird was and decided to go for that first. And both players timed correctly for the DSTA and be able to get that seed using the time setup that we had at the beginning of the run. That works basically because that seed takes about 20 minutes to hatch, to grow fully, I guess. And due to it going by whatever time the switch is on, we can time it to exactly a time when the switch clock would actually jump forward an hour due to a daylight savings time happening. And so the game thinks that a full hour has passed when it hasn't. So if you do it right before, so if you get daylight savings time to happen while you're not there, you're somewhere else, you're in a sub area right there, like that moon. Sub-like area, you know, different loading zone. It allows you to pick up the seed and for the seed to fully grow. Alright. Looks like we're having some stream trouble on Sailo's side. That'll be figured out in a second. For now, we got Stravos running. Stravos is, got single bill strategy, is now going over to, we'll be going over to the taxi area. After all that running around the world, we're gonna break block and dim, and then you Jaxi skip. Don't worry, Sailor is still running during all of this, probably. Let me look at chat. Yeah. Given how that he's probably running while doing this, he is probably not gonna try to get his stream back. Sailor's probably not gonna try to get his stream back up until he's done with the Sand Kingdom, unfortunately. So, yeah. Or he'll find a way to do it now somehow. I don't know how you would multitask that heavily. You gotta be doing it during a cutscene, you know, like during during finishing the kingdom. But somehow he found a way to do it, and both in the Oasis, and it looks like, yeah, Sailor's still behind. Looks to be about a 10 to 15 second difference now. So yeah, a full Odyssey cutscene here. Difference between these two players. 1109 on Stravos' side. Not sure exactly what happened to Sailo in Sand Kingdom here to cause such a large change. Went from like a 4-second difference to almost a 20-second gap right there. And it is lost to the void. I won't know ever what happened. That's okay. We got some tight stuff going on coming up now. We got Lake Clip coming up, and that can always be a hassle. And Stravos does have quite a bit of practice on Lake Clip, so he should be able to get it down pretty easily. Order that we go for is a bit different here. We get the Cheap Moon first, and then go back up to the Zipper, because we don't go underwater after this. We just want to stay above the water. Okay, Stravos setting up for this for the Lake Clip now. Ooh. Okay, there we go. Okay. He's in there. And that's a successful Lake Clip for Stravos. Sailo has to follow suit, either with a similar amount of time or less maybe. It would be very useful for him as well. Making sure he's in that corner. That's looking good. Oh, fake clip, unfortunately. Okay, so Sailo losing a bit more time there. As we need go now to fight Rango. So entire Rango fight apart now. Yeah, Lake Clip is a really good thing to have in this route. It really is a crazy route that was found to be able to do something like this. Okay, Stravos is going to be getting a 14. Looks to be like 14-12. 14-13. Hanging on the edge of a 14-13, 14-14. So yeah, about a 25 to 30 second difference now between the two players. As we go into Wooded Kingdom, and this could be, and at this point we're going to be looking for the nut clip, of course, that's going to be coming on by these players. This route is pretty much just the 80% route for Wooded Kingdom. I believe it's exactly the 80% route, actually. Stravos setting up for nut clip. Successful. Now has to make sure that he does the movement correctly out of bounds as well. It's going to be able to get the wall jump there for the moon while staying out of bounds and able to jump back in bounds now. Ooh, missing the A button spam there. Had to try a second time on that slope. Sailor now successfully out of bounds while Stravos is getting that nut and will be going back down. Sailor's movement looking a bit smoother, other than getting off the edge to pick up the moon while out of bounds. He generally looks a bit smoother. Stravos messing up a little bit on the movement inside the red maze. I wasn't quite able to carry the speed from inside the maze to outside. Had to reset his speed. And Stravos somehow missing the story moon. Struggled a little bit to get that story moon. That shouldn't have been that difficult. Okay, Flower Road skip coming over from Stravos now. Successful. And then Sailor making up a little bit of time just by being able to pick up a story moon. That's very impressive. Good job, Sailor. Sailo successful Flower Road skip, and Stravos is about to go for Spiritless here. Spiritless jump. Oh! Stravos bonking, unfortunately, on its way to the sewer pipe. And we'll see if Stravos is able to get the faster cycle here. I have yet to actually see the faster cycle, so I don't even fully know what it's going to look like. But I'll be able to catch it because I'm used to what the older cycle looks like. And it doesn't look like he's going for it, actually. He went for the older method, I think. There was a newer route method found that skips about like a quarter of a cycle essentially. So you're saving about like 0.4 seconds, I believe is what it was. If you can do it correctly. It was mentioned in the last race that happened. Oh! And Sailo taking damage, unfortunately. He was going to try to damage boost through the fuzzies, but unfortunately mistimed it. So that's going to be a huge cost to Sailo, getting hit twice and then having to deal with the animation for healing after picking up the moon. I did not see what Stravos got actually for the fade out there, unfortunately. So I won't really be able to tell you an exact measurement, but it's definitely gotten over 30 seconds at this point. I'd say somewhere around 40 seconds. Okay. Stravos is going for the typical Cloud Kingdom Bowser strategies right now. Doesn't seem to be going for any sort of hint art. It did not go for the hint art on Cloud Kingdom. We'll be doing the standard route. Here's a way to get hint art while also maintaining the fast Bowser, which is very difficult. Oh, Sailo getting a yoink, unfortunately. Not going to be able to get the first phase quickly. That is unfortunate for Sailo, not going to be able to do well here with the Cloud Kingdom. Stravos is starting up Lost Kingdom now. This route is very different from the 80% route. Still good, of course, to clip the skip and get around here. So we're watching Sailo go for the third phase now. Final hit on Bowser. And yeah, Stravos picking up the checkpoint at the top of the hill. And then going back down for the butterfly. I believe this is how it works. Yep. Ooh! Stravos messing up the cycle a little bit and hesitated and just decided to take the moving platform from the bottom there in the 2D section instead. And doing the intentional death warp to the top of the with the checkpoint that we got earlier. And continuing on the route. Yeah, it definitely was a good choice by Stravos to be able to have the consciousness to realize that he probably wasn't going to get the upper part on the question mark blocks, and Stravos not able to having to deal with what he had there. Sailo gonna be yeah, safe play. Yeah, that is how you PB a world record, by being safe. Stravos is currently the world record holder for this category. So yeah, we don't have to be optimal yet. We just have to survive and the least amount of time. So Stravos is going to be finishing out Lost Kingdom now, as Sailo is got 3 more moons left, getting that hint art, activating Klepto. And yeah, the reason why we get different moons here than the 80% route is because we're coming back to this kingdom So some of the moons that we would normally have taken in the 80% round. Oh, Sail! Why? Taking the death just before picking up that moon as well. Gonna have to be doing a jump over here. Remember, Klepto is still active at this point. So it could be just safer to die. He is gonna try for this. And he's successful. Sail actually able to get to the area where Klepto won't be activated, not dying on the second try for that moon. That's crazy movement to be able to do that. So unfortunately taking the death before getting the moon underneath that bridge, but it's able to recover and get a very good save there. Okay, Stravos going for a fast cycle here, I believe, on the inside of Town Hall. I may be wrong. That looks like it wasn't the fast cycle, honestly. I'm not sure. I actually don't know the route that well, but that does seem like a possibility. I mean, a lot of these players are just familiar with the route that they know. They don't really know any backup routes, so they just go for what they know, and if they mess it up, they have to just pick it back up from where they were. So yeah, given the fact that the checkpoint was there, he had to not die, otherwise it would have been another very hard to do strategy. He either had to do that jump or essentially do the frame perfect trick of opening up the map and then teleporting to the Odyssey. Stravos getting second cycle here now. Barely at the end. Stravos is about a minute plus ahead at this point. Stravos, of course, being the world record holder for this category, has a 1:45.05, I believe it is. I might be a minute ahead of what I think it is. I can look that up in a second. Minute 45:08. Okay. Hour 45:08. Excuse me. Yeah. I don't know exactly. His gap that he got between at Sand Kingdom was actually only about a 10-second deficit from what I can tell. He was, he didn't lose any time from breaking his stream and having to recover it, from what I can tell. He must have messed up somewhere, and that lost him about 10 seconds. He was 4 seconds behind going into Sand Kingdom and came out about 15, came out about, I'd say like 20, 25 seconds behind. So that was some of it, but honestly, the biggest part of the time deficit came after Sand Kingdom. It came from a slight mess up in Lake Kingdom with the lake clip. Came with missing phase 1 of Cloud Kingdom. That was a huge problem right there. They honestly just little things. Yeah, it's a fun game to watch. Okay, Stravos going for bullet building. Let's see if he's able to successfully get these jumps. Looking pretty good. As able to successfully get the cycle and getting a good bullet building. Picking up the moon and going back into the main world. And if you notice, this route is also pretty different from the 90% route because we are going for hint arts along the way as well. Also buying shot moves. So yeah, we bought a shot moon along with, yet again, the idea of doing both routes in a way. Sailo actually not going for bullet building. Yep. So the difference in route is also going to cause a bit of a time difference here. And Stravos taking a bonk on the way down to the last 2 mans of his Kingdom. So Stravos finishing out, getting his last moon. And so, while Sailo didn't really mess up so far in this Kingdom itself, it looks to be the fact that he just went for the older route on Metro Kingdom as opposed to going for the bullet building route that is going to cause him to lose a few more seconds. Oh! Oh! No! Sailo! Why? That is quite a mess up. That is going to cost him quite a bit. Trying to get the girder moon as well, also failing at that. He's just gonna have to teleport up with a checkpoint and try for that jump again. Okay, going back down for the girder moon now. Okay, gets it the second time around. And it's still a huge problem now. Stravos now starting out Snow Kingdom. And it looks like, wow, Sailo had saved himself getting to the moon over the pool here. Okay, and now Stravos going into Shiveria. Sailo's getting his last 2 moons of Metro Kingdom. Picking up the hint art here for Stravos so that he can pick it up the second visit of Lost Kingdom that we do in post-game. And Stravos will be trying for the snow clip here with the moon. Saves about a second. Gonna be trying to get out of bounds with its moon. That looks pretty good. And now using that out of bounds. Oh! Clips back in bounds, unfortunately. Not gonna be able to use the movement outside. Only loses about a second, as I said, so it's not a huge deal. But it's still, you know, I don't get to talk about a really cool trick. Okay. Stravos finished up with the Taifu room or the Blowy Joey room. Pretty much any Odyssey runner's main category is any percent at this point. Stravos currently is, I guess, a dark side runner, considering he has been running dark side for a while, getting the dark side world record. But yeah, there are actually just a lot of any percent runners. It is at this point like the only category that people run regularly. A lot of people taking breaks from it right now, though. I know some of the top runners are taking breaks from it just to play dark side, just so that they can take a breather during the off season, so to speak. Stravos taking a bit of a safer jump to that moon as well. I'm not gonna go for any fancy triple jumps or anything to make a wider gap. He's just gonna go for the smaller gap that is just the icicle that you would have to knock down. Sailo now gonna be attempting for snow clip. Not even setting up for it really, actually. Oh nope, he did set up for it. Does get the out of bounds. Gets out of bounds, but not far enough out of bounds. That's essentially what's going on there. Both of them not getting far enough out of bounds for it to matter. Stravos now going to be going for Snow Dram. Let's see what kind of setup he goes for here. He's going to go for quick setup with the first person. Re-examining his setup here, his positioning, and now going to be able to go for it. Successfully done. And Sailo demonstrating how much time you save by being able to leave one alive and kill it as you are getting up to where the moon will spawn. It's a lot faster that way. The camera doesn't need to pan as much, considering, you know, you're already essentially up where the camera is panning to. Okay, let's see what type of jump Sailo goes for here. Also going slightly safer is still going to be... Oh! Sailo! Not quite making the gap, is going to fall bonking on the ledge there. Going to take ace, taking the recovery jump there. Stravos doing the route for Seaside now. This route is pretty much the same as the 8% route. I believe it actually is exactly the same as the 8% route. If you don't revisit this kingdom at all, we don't care about what state it's in. Stravos taking a bit of damage from the kelp on the way out. Gonna cost him a little bit of time. Sailo now setting up for Snow Dram. Gonna be making the jump across. Oh, bonking on the jump as well. Not quite enough height. Is gonna be having to... Yes, is gonna be having to going for another setup here. Losing a lot of time. Gonna be able to get it on the second try, though. Stravos is gonna be finishing up Seaside. Stravos going for a Chief Sheep flip in Seaside Kingdom. Successfully getting out of bounds, and is now going to be getting this moon while still out of bounds, and then going back inbounds into a loading zone underneath the Sphinx. So they're an entire seaside kingdom apart at this point. Stravos able to activate Odyssey cutscene while Sailo is entering seaside. But now Stravos is going to be going into Luncheon Kingdom. I mean, this is what's gonna happen when you face a world record holder at this game. It's gonna look like he's doing really badly, but honestly, Sailo is still doing very well, keeping to the route very well, just messing up on things, and they're just adding up here and there. Stravos playing pretty much perfectly, while Sailo making honest mistakes, and it's just costing him. You know, he's not forgetting the route. He's not missing any tricks or not going for certain tricks. He's going for every trick in the book. It's just he's messing up on certain ones, and it's causing him to lose time here and there. While meanwhile, Stravos just being able to get all the tricks down with very little setup, and it's just making it through. Honestly, Sailo's still playing very well though. Like, you gotta give credit where credit's due, and Sailo is still pulling off very difficult tricks. It takes a lot of practice to get to where Stravos is currently with his abilities on this route. Sailo going to be able to get the out of bounds moons, going to be getting his last moon in Seaside. And yeah, I really haven't seen a single mistake from Stravos, and as I say that, getting a little bit of a mess up on his way up to this moon, not gonna get the crate. That is only a couple seconds, honestly. Like, that's nothing. That's nothing. He's had a few very small mistakes. Like, just... Oh, like, 2D section in Lost Kingdom was a mistake. He had a mistake there. Not getting snow clip, and now this. Those are all, like, essentially, he's lost, like, maybe, like, 5 to 10 seconds total. So, like, that's, like, yeah. I don't know exactly the pace. I don't know this stuff that well, actually. He's still doing very well. I haven't really seen any mistakes coming out from Stravos' end. This does have potential to be a very good pace. I just can't, of course, be saying, like, down to the minute. I'm not that good. I just will say, really good. Really good pace for Stravos right now. He's made only a few errors that have resulted in him essentially being like 5 to 10 seconds behind like a perfectly optimal route. As far as I can tell. He's 23 seconds behind world record. Thank you for that. Yeah, that's crazy. It's to think about. Like, he's just, you know, just throwing it out there. You know, casually, just, yeah. Yeah. I'm 23 seconds behind right now. He's on pace for a 145, for a mid 145 right now. You know, no problem. And thank you for to Hitman the Third for subscribing. We do try our best to make it so the one with the that you can hear the audio from is the one in the lead. Sometimes we mess it up, but right now it's Stravos being consistently in the lead. The streamer doesn't really have to pay too much attention to see if he is if the lead has changed, because this is not likely to change anytime soon, unfortunately for Sailo. Okay. And there's the alert for myself of subscribing for 7 months total. Anyway, okay, so thank you to me, I guess. Stravos gonna be finishing out. World record lunch and exit is 46:05. Meanwhile, Stravos just got like a 46. I believe it was like a 46:20. Oh, Sailo taking damage on the way to these to this moon at the top of the hill. I'm doing pretty well in luncheon though, as far as I could tell. This is 46:30. That's still crazy. Was there any time? Terran, do you know if there's any like time loss that he did in Future Kingdoms that would allow him to make up that time, or is this a lost cause? Is like the rest of the run like crazy optimized to the point where there's nothing that he can do? Who knows? Okay, anyway. Stravos gonna be... It's gonna be duo in the Ruined Kingdom. Yes, we got some time here in the Ruined Kingdom for us to do some research. He golded Ruined in world record. Yeah, this is an absolutely huge difference at this point, unfortunately, for Sailo. At this point, we're just seeing what pace Stravos is going to be on, because he's actually only about 20 to 30 seconds behind his world record run that he had, the 145.08. So, there's actually still potential for a lot of things to go on here. Honestly, how did it get this way? By Sailo making completely honest mistakes, while Stravos makes 0 mistakes, essentially. Like, that's essentially what happened. Is Sailo just not being quite as consistent as Stravos, resulting in the difference you see here. Oh! Sailo bonking on the way to the way there, and he's actually going to be dying. And so yeah, little mistakes like that is essentially what has been causing the gap for Sailo at this point. So yeah, we're still watching to see what he is on pace for at each and every exit apparently. Teremi is keeping us updated on those things. Because that is the thing to watch for right now at this point. Yeah, 49.55. I don't know what Strava. Who does banner splits? What is this? What is life? Who does banner splits? What is that? I don't know what that is. I know what it is. I still don't. Okay, Strava's gonna be doing the very interesting route here for Bowser's Kingdom. I honestly like this route. It's really cool. Sound splits? What does that even mean? That I genuinely don't know what that means. What the heck is a sound split? Unfortunately, Strava's bonking on the way on top of the ogre there, as Sailo is starting out Ruin Kingdom, going to be getting the moon in his chest here. And successful there. Yep, Strava's now going to be going into the Shards Moon here. Going to be picking up the first 4 shards just as normal. But then going to be a bit of a different route, a bit of deviation after we get the 4th thing. We're going to, open it up, get a 5th one there, but also go for this, using the Pokio for this moon, and then jumping around the other side to get another moon. It's just sitting there. Moon is just sitting there. Take the pipe back out and get this moon. Sailo taking some damage here, gonna be getting the last heart just to be safe, so he does so that he can comfortably damage boost for this final phase. And it doesn't look like Stravos is gonna be going for ram strategies. From here, Stravos is gonna be doing some Shizo moons. These moons are very annoying sometimes. You gotta be very exact with these GSAs. Okay, and Stravo's not even going for the jump back out. It is possible to get to jump out of the hole that you got into, that you came in from. And that does save some time, but Stravos choosing not to do that, just taking the pipe straight up. Okay, Sailo gonna be starting out Bowser's Kingdom now. This is so fast. This is 7 fast right now. 7, maybe 8 fast. Okay, and Stravos getting that checkpoint as well. As I clear my throat. You're gonna get this moon crush with the ogre crushing it. Sailo taking some damage by the bomb, unfortunately. I'm gonna kill the other Pokio just for good measure, just to make sure nothing else is in his way. And now Stravos making the climb up the wall here. And taking the bird with us. I don't know what we're popping off about on the chat. No! That's bad. That's a lot of time loss, actually, for Stravos. You need that moon. I don't know. I think he'll just go for it in post-game now, is essentially what he's going to do. Like, that is his only choice, is he's just going to leave that moon for post-game. Which is, honestly, a crazy concept. Let's do that. There's no way to get that moon other than going back down for the bird, so he's going to choose to save that moon for post-game. Yeah, I guess there are plenty of backups. They're not even going to get that moon, just going to go for a different moon entirely. Yep, Stravos now going for target acquired on this strategy. And I'm not sure what Sailo's going for right now. It's gonna go for some swag. What's going on here? What's happening? Okay, no. Okay, I don't know why he just chose to get the moons like that. He could have gotten the second moon on the way out from that with that pipe, and then saved in time. All right, yep, Stravos gonna be getting that target acquired on the other side. While we still have someone, we still have a bunch of players. Just a bunch of people in the chat, just like completely confused and watching target acquired for the first time. Yep, Stravos picking up the one last moon before we exit this kingdom. And moving on to Moon Kingdom. I don't know if Terravian is still in chat, but I'm curious to the exit, although I do believe there have been some mess-ups, and he is down 1 moon as well, so it is kind of a hard... it's kind of a hard way to actually being able to match this up right now. Getting a 59.44 on the exit for Stravos. A moon down, of course, as we said, but essentially same timing. Just a moon down. Yes, jump up, superstar. Oh wait, no, not jump up, superstar. Yeah, well, you're thinking of One Up Girl. That's a different song. This is just the post-game escape sequence song. Yeah, it's a different song. This one's a different song. Still both very good songs. Honestly, I feel like the post-game song, this... And yeah, that's the ending sequence, so that's in every route, dude. Because that area is required to beat the game. Okay, Sailo now doing essentially what we expected here. Again, that moon. Tokyo. So again, the moon skipped successfully. And yeah, I'm going to be on top of the White Cathedral for this moon, and then back inside. Sailo attempting for his target acquired. Oh, not going for target acquired, actually. Is going to get Harriet last here. Oh, he did go for Harry third. Okay, I miscounted things. He is able to get target acquired. A bit of a weird one. But able to get through. As Stravos is now going to be getting onto the third phase of Bowser. Sailo finishing out Bowser's Kingdom as Stravos is entering the ending sequence. But we are not done with the game. After this, we still have a few more moons to get, and we still have Dark Side to do. You know the name of this category? Chat is having way too much fun. Okay, Stravos successfully getting 2D skip. Let's see if he goes for any other type of skip here. Nope, just gonna take the safe routes on the way up here in the 2D section and make it to the final area, which Chat is very excited about. What would be the final area? You know, like the final area of the escape sequence. Alright. And Stravos has finished his out, getting about a 106 exactly. And then gonna be entering post game. I like how that has to show up. The little legal line has to appear. Okay, picking up our star-shaped moons on the Mushroom Kingdom now. Okay, and Stravos is going to be doing these this Goomba moon here. Of course, scaring away that toad first to get this moon. And then going for this jump. And successful on the first try, easy jump every time. Okay, Sailo now on 2D skip. Easy 2D skip. And of course, Stravos keeping in mind his backup moon that he needs to get. So let's see if Stravos can get this Cat Kingdom jump here. It's a very difficult jump, actually. Is gonna go for a slower method, not gonna roll into the long jump, just gonna do a much safer setup. And Sailo getting about a 111.07. So yeah, about a 3-minute difference here. Entering post-game. Stravos still playing exceptionally well. Other than the one moon that he missed, he is honestly very good on what he's got. He probably is hanging around to 146 at this point. A very low 146, high 145. Of course, then we got this scary jump that's happening here on Stravos' end. Oh, okay, able to save himself to get the bird moon there. Then gonna perch yourself on top of the sign to get a bit more height. As we are bringing this, as we are bringing Goomba back up to scare away this this Cat Kingdom resident, and then Scarecrow. Stravos is ahead. He is like 7 ahead. 17 ahead, rather. No, I'm kidding. It's like 3 minutes. A good 3 minutes about for Stravos at this point. Alright, Stravos in Lake Kingdom number 2. These routes are fun. Okay, Stravos looking to be going for Dory on the way down as well as getting the timer moon. Nice little time save that is able to be done. Had plenty of time on that timer moon. Okay, and Stravos getting that moon with the Cheep Cheep, and going up to Lake. Great. After showing a Cheep Cheep to this woman. So, Darkside is a kingdom that unlocks after getting 250 moons in the game. And we don't need that many moons to beat the game in 8%. We need about 120 something moons, I believe. It just happens to add up to around that number. I don't... probably intentional, but not really done exactly. So we need to pick up some extra moons along the way, and then beat Darkside at the end. So we beat a kingdom at the end, which is essentially a gauntlet of boss fights in Moon Gravity. And that is the ending sequence of this category. So we end with a giant gauntlet of boss fights. Oh, Stravos losing the Goombas on the way up. Then we having to get a new Goomba. New fresh Goomba. No. 100% would be much, much longer than this. This is just Darkside. Darkside, we're gonna be finished in about another, like, 30 minutes from now. Whereas, like, 100% would be going on for, like, another 8 hours. all moons is another like 6 hours, but 100% is 8 hours. Yeah, the route here is just pick up 250 moons quickly as possible. Go to the kingdom that gets unlocked from getting 250 moons, and then beating the gauntlet of Brutals at Dark Side to get the multi-moon at the end. So the time ends when you pick up the multi-moon after beating the Mecha Brutal on Dark Side. Honestly, Stravos is not going for world record at this point. Okay, what? Stravos somehow, I don't even know how that worked. Okay, that rock broke that he was trying to knock into, so now he's gotta wait for some RNG to happen. Doing what he can. Trying to get this moon to open. This is why we throw it into another rock, because it's kind of RNG how long it takes for the moon to break otherwise. I don't even understand what just happened to cause for the other rock to break and not the one he was holding. Stravos gonna be getting up some hit arts and ending out Cascade Kingdom. You can see him already putting the other moon on screen just so he can aim up to get to the next to that moon beside the bridge there. Picking the moon that he broke before with the chain chops, coming back down with the wire. Again, this hint art moon. Buying another moon at the shop. to a moon, one that's just kind of sitting there after post game, just kind of there, and then getting the bunny. Timer challenge, of course. Going underneath the bridge. And then taking the painting on the way out, go over to Bowser's Kingdom. In an absolute value, I can't give you an exact amount, but I can tell you it's greater than 3 minutes at this point. So, yeah, Stravos just finished Cascade 2, while Sailo is just entering Cascade 2. And unfortunately gonna be messing up this timer challenge. Gonna have to be restarting it. Yeah. Sailo's saying 5 minutes probably, honestly, at this point. I was estimating to about greater than 3 minutes, but yeah, it's probably some around 5. And no, he doesn't. I believe Stravos has already picked up an extra moon in his route. So he doesn't need to get that exact missed moon. He can get just a different moon. He got a backup moon already. So I believe he's fine at this point. I can't tell you exactly what the backup was because I don't know the route that well, but I'm pretty sure he got a backup. He just chose to do a different moon. Because there's no way to get that exact moon ever again, essentially. Without losing a significant amount of time. Sure, so I'm getting the sub-area GSA moons here that are very easy to get. You just activate a switch and then jump your way back up. All you need to do. Who's behind? A very interesting way of asking that question. Yes. Sailo. Oh, Sailo unfortunately falling down before picking up that moon next to the bridge. Okay, and looks like, yeah, Sailo has some trouble picking up this moon sometimes, so he went for it a second try, I think. So failed to get it on one of his attempts, so decided to get it on a second try. He just went for the bridge after failing it one time. And this right here is a fun jump. Going across here to get the Pokio after getting that, getting the moon on the other side. And Stravos, the crazy music no strats there. And then teleporting to the Odyssey. Not quite done yet with Bowser's Kingdom. Gonna have to be doing the first person strategy to bring the moon back. And now we're done with Bowser's Kingdom. Okay, Stravos going to loss number 2 now. And yeah, there's Stravos' backup moon right there, getting the mushroom, getting the last shot, and getting the White Cathedral. I believe that is essentially what the backup was there. He was getting that shop and Lost Kingdom. And Stravos demonstrating some of the moons that we would have gotten in the 80% route of Lost, but getting them here in the revisit because this is just the best way to do things, getting different moons in different areas, and then getting a string of moons all at once. Going for the shards moons now. Oh! Stravos messing up the shards movement. That's a very difficult route to do. Unable to pull that off successfully, is going to be having to navigate back over to the shards. I believe that's his only choice, right? Yeah, triple jumping over here. And picking up the shards that he missed. And of course, doing this moon, this music note moon without even getting a wiggler, just kind of getting it on its own. Getting the bunny moon while also getting the ground bound moon. Nothing. You get an applause. If you get all purple coins in the kingdom, you get an applause. The game claps. Like yeah, that's it. You can also buy all the items with purple coins in the shop. I mean, specifically what happens when you pick up the last one in the kingdom is the game claps for you. But yeah, as an effect of doing that, you can buy all the purple coin items, and then that'll give you some Toadette moons and stuff. But yeah, you honestly don't get that much. Like, you get a couple moons. This is essentially what it is. Like, just to tell you, you're actually not required to pick up every single purple coin in the game in order to get all the moons in the game. The game does not require you to pick up every purple coin. It requires you to buy buy a certain amount of items and stuff. So, by picking up enough purple coins, you can get the Toadette moons that you need in order to get all the moons in the game. But yeah, you don't need all the purple coins to get all moons. Okay, now Stravos gonna be talking to Toadette for a little bit here. Gonna be getting 14 moons from here. Toadette just giving us free moons. So nice of her. Toadette has kind of like an achievement thing going on. So, Toadette, essentially, yeah, Toadette has like this kind of achievement thing going on with her. When you get to the end of the game, Toadette gives you like, these are the things that you could do to get a moon as a reward from me for doing certain things around the world of the game. So these are like, we have done like little things around the game while collecting moons as a way to, and collecting certain moons as well, to allow us to get those Toad moons. No, it's not a glitch. It's just manipulating which moons that we got throughout the game in order to get enough Toadette moons. So there we go, 250 moons for Stravos. Gonna be moving over to Dark Side now. And Sailo unfortunately taking a death here in loss 2. Gonna be doing a slightly different route here. Didn't even get any of the shards yet, so can do the shards from this side. And looks to actually know a way to do this, so that he picks up shards from starting from this side, which is very interesting that he knows enough of this. Yeah, dark side of the moon. Stravos is now doing the final sequence here for beating the dark side category. Are you really trying to put logic in a Mario game right now? Trying to figure out why dark side isn't dark? Like, just go with it. Stravos' PB is a 145.08. He is not on pace for that in the slightest. He is probably going to get around to 146. I mean, somewhat in the slightest. He is, like I said, he's not going to be getting a 145.08 or better. He's going to probably get somewhere around the 146 range. So yeah, Stravos actually has the world record in this category as well, with that 145.08. Stravos on the third of 4 top brutal fights. We got Speed here and then Rango, and that will be everything. Stravos taking a quick bonk on the way up here to Rango. Okay, yeah, Stravos having a little bit of trouble with Rango's first hit. Yeah, not quite getting the most optimal ways, but now is going to be good to get that little stun lock like thing there. So Stravos finished out all of the brutal bosses and is now going to be going over to Mecha Brutal at the top. Picking up the heart just for the fun of it. And Sailo's picking up their Toadette Moons. Not going for any first-person strats. different. Similar to how we're dealing with it in itself. We don't really have to deal with much of any complicated jumping to get up here because of moon physics. Stravos going to be finishing off, getting the final hit onto Harriet. And we'll be finishing out the game. So we can get some GGs in chat for Stravos, who's going to be getting like a 146.10. 146 1x. And yes, getting a 146.17 for Stravos. Well done there. Pulling out a very good time. Okay. So it looks like Stravos is finished out, just gonna be hanging around the Odyssey at this point while we watch Sailo go for their dark side now. Finishing out their full sequence, gotta go through all 4 bosses and Mech Brutal. So yeah, this isn't a group. We're no longer at group stages. This is the bracket stage. So Stravos will be moving on to the semifinals. And yeah, Sailo choosing to get the life up part so that he can be a little bit safer potential. This gauntlet of fights is actually really difficult, and you don't get much time to. You don't get much health. You have to do all of these without any health reduction, help other than the heart at the top after the 4 brutal bosses. There's also a moon up there from Captain Tove that you can use for a full heal. But that's all you got. So there are ways that this game tries to make it easier for you. You just gotta go looking for them. Life up parts exist nearby. There's also a life up part in darker side, so you can get a couple of them actually, I believe. Yeah, so Stravos done. His timer stopped. Still having a bit of trouble with the Harriet fight here. Gonna be able to keep his life up heart health. You hit them back with the cap. Now, every match is going to be a best of 1, just because this route, all of the whole route takes about 2 hours to do, so we're not going to sit here for potentially up to 6 hours doing a best of 3. That would be crazy. Sailo still has 1 or 2 fights left. I actually don't know whether he's on Speed or Rango. He's on Rango. Okay. So this is the Spinal Brutal before he moves on to the Mecha Brutal and finishing it out. Okay, Sailo now going into the final Mecha Brutal fight. Gonna be looking to potentially get like a 154, maybe a 153. Oh, and Sailo ended up falling down from the Mecha Brutal. Not as punishing, actually, on the moon, because it's pretty easy to get up here. You don't really need any sort of help to get up back up here. Still going to cost him a little bit of time. Is definitely going to be a 154 at this point. 154 XX. No, wait, I don't know my math. This is still 153. About 153. 5x? Maybe, nah, 5x. 153, 5x. Come on, Moon, coming down faster. Oh, it is a 154. Okay. Alright. And we do have the players here in the call now. Stravos and Sailo. How you guys
Hello.
doing?
Hello. Yeah, that was interesting.
Yeah.
Stravos with a very nice run, in my opinion.
Yeah,
And a lot of mistakes, a lot of mistakes from my side.
Yeah, my run through the any percent portion of the game was pretty solid. I can't complain too much besides the miss in Bowser's. I missed a moon because Pokio physics are floaty and stupid.
True.
I've never had that happen. I've had it where I actually poke and that like propels me off the edge, but I've never had it where I fall off the edge without doing anything. Like I was pulling towards the edge. I was pulling myself towards where I needed to go and staying on, but I don't know. The game just wanted to keep my momentum forward, I guess. But so I gotta figure some stuff out there, I guess. But yeah, other than that, my pace through any percent was still like 20 seconds worse than in my PB.
Yeah.
But I also had 20 seconds of time save in Cap Kingdom, which I did get that run. So that was pretty good. And even with all the mistakes and everything, I was thinking it was still possible to world record up until the Cascade mistake. I've never had that where the rock just doesn't get destroyed by the other
Yeah,
rock.
that was so weird. I don't understand what happened there
So
with that
yeah,
rock.
I think there was a better backup, but I just basically gave up and
And
just started
just kept
smashing the
trying to
rock
break the rock,
everywhere.
yeah.
I had a big lead, just mess around and let off some steam a little bit. But yeah, overall decent race. I think it is a race record. Still, I don't know.
Oh yeah, it was pretty good time.
Yeah.
With the
Very
lost
good.
death as well, my input didn't go through my ground pound input, so I just capped through in place. But yeah, whatever.
I had so many mistakes, we can't even talk about that actually. But I think I messed up the road as well in loss. For some reason, I just skipped the moon. I have no idea why. So I had to get an extra moon in mushroom, but not the best run. But
Yeah,
I didn't. Go ahead.
This run really proves to me though that like 44 is gonna happen super soon.
Right.
Like I had so many mistakes there, and it was still second place. So yeah. It's gonna happen very soon.
Yeah. So good job, good guy. Words. Good job, guys. So Stravos is gonna be moving over to the semifinals now. So unfortunately, not gonna be able to move on, but still did.
That's fine.
Yeah, still pulled off some very good strategies, able to get a 154. I'm actually kind of curious, what is your PB?
My PB is a 151.28, maybe. I did it in my last race.
All right.
So it's like 3.5 minutes off. Or 2.5.
That's pretty good, considering the length of the run.
Yeah, it's okay.
All right. So yeah, coming up next, at about 5:30, in about half an hour, we got the SM64 Task Competition live results, and then right after that, at 7 p.m., we'll have another Dark Side Run race quarterfinal match between Little Curbs 14 and All New Luke. So stick around, everybody, and thanks for watching.